to start the second session formally. PGRs from or focusing on the Global South challenges and solutions. Let's move to our last but not least. Oladejo, forgive my mispronunciation if I'm not pronouncing correctly. PhD candidate from the Montfort University, Leicester.
Thank you, Norman. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me. Having listened to everyone, it seemed like all my points have been covered already, but then I'll still go ahead to present to just say a few things on what I've written here. I'm Oladejo, and I'm from the Montfort University, the Leicester Council Business School. My research is on crowdfunding as an alternative finance for SMEs in Nigeria. And SMEs have, for a long time faced financial challenges, and I'm looking at how they can look at, instead of relying on the traditional financial providers who have not been meeting their needs, how do we then shift to alternative options? And that's what I'm looking at. And in this, I'm actually in my last year, and over the years, I think I've come up with a few things, 4, 5, I'll go through it quickly. Financial pressure. I'm self-funded, so at the beginning, I understand the fact that, okay, you have very tight, strict payment plans and all the rest. And I was shocked, or maybe I missed it, that in my second year as well, I needed to provide like half of the tuition in the beginning of the first year. I was imagining that since I'd, covered, for the first year, I would just continue with the payment plan, in the second year, and then I was told, no, at the beginning, you still have to do like half, and then we can talk about the payment plan for the rest of them. Of course, that is a lot of, pressure. Thankfully, I also teach in the university. That has helped in terms of the payment, but I think that there should be some flexibility, to PhD students in terms of course, you have every other thing. You have to do your research, time constraints, your family as well, kids and all the rest. So that one is there. I think that flexibility, we should have some flexibility with that. Then the second thing is confusion in the early years. I'll say for the first year, I probably didn't know what I was doing. I have very good supervisors, to be honest, but it was like today I think I got it, and then the next meeting is almost like I don't really get it really. And so I struggle with that, and I think that more support is needed. Mentoring, people have talked about mentoring. I know the supervisors try their best, but of course they're also probably burdened with a lot of teaching and all those, but perhaps we can have mentoring schemes such that even PGRs can mentor. If I'm in my final year last year, I could mentor some of the people, because sometimes your colleagues can even break things down to you more than maybe supervisors, and that has really been helpful for me. Data collection, looking at Global South, for me, I was taking data in Nigeria, and I needed, because I'm also looking at how institutional factors influence the adoption of crowdfunding, and I needed to deal with some government officials. And it was initially I thought I'll just email and then I'll get data. No, that wasn't going to happen. It took me months and months. I'm doing mixed methods. I was able to get through because I was dealing with the SMEs on to get the questionnaires, but getting the interviews done was a lot of work to be done there. So I think again, support. I just got to know about Global South Network. Maybe if I knew earlier, I would have gotten some support, because sometimes maybe getting letters from some sort of network could open doors for you in some places as well, because of the challenges you face in getting data. Then the relevance of our research, I think one or two speakers have mentioned that as well. For example, the data collection was also tough because crowdfunding is relatively new in Nigeria. In fact, as a whole, if you look at even journals, you can only trace it back to 2009, 2010. So again, I go here and tell me it's new in Nigeria. It's too early to start talking about this, start taking data. People have not even accepted it and all of this. So, but I think that at the end of this, I then don't want my research to end up on the shelf. I wanted to make an impact in policy. I'm looking at institutional factors, looking at regulatory. I want this to, do something, not just have it submitted there and just leave it there. So I think support as well in terms of being able to publish it, to also ensure that it's making a social impact. And the last thing is the time constraints. Like I was saying, I had two children. My second child last one year was about 10 months when I started. She's now 4, and I learned, it was a challenge trying to do all this, and then I started teaching again at the end of my first year, so I had to do everything together. But how did I manage that? I learned so how to be on my back and I'm typing. I learned to just walk around and I think whoever needs this, you can do it really. I mean, I've come this far. She's 4 now. I'm about to finish, and it didn't stop me. So it's very tough, but you can do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.